Great to have you here this morning. We are coming to you live from digital address GA0992539 live on DSTV channel 421 and GoTV channel 144. I am Bernice Abubedu-Lansa. Now, the Ayawaso West Wuogon Electoral Violence Commission of Inquiry begins sitting today. The commission has 30 days to present its report to President Akufo-Addo. Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia last week swore in the four-member commission to probe what led to the violence that characterized the Ayawaso West Wuogon by-election on January 31. Videos of masked and hooded men allegedly deployed by the national security went on rampage assaulting unarmed persons during the by-election. Reactions from a cross-section of the public, civil society organizations and political parties condemned the act of violence and called on government to ensure the situation does not recur. Now, notable among the actions taken by the minority was a walkout on the day of the swearing-in of the Member of Parliament-elect for Ayawaso West Wuogon. Now, the minority marched to the police headquarters demanding the IGP takes action on the matter.
The government is sitting on the truth and looking for it. If we're in a civilized society and in a serious democracy, Mr. Brother Chapo, the IGP order, they should not be in office.
Did they have to get to this? MPs stepping out onto the streets and marching all the way on.
That is why I've told you that if you see a pregnant goat in the market, it means there's a pregnant problem in the house. It tells you how things have deteriorated within 2 years of the government of Nana Akufo-Addo. Just in 2 years, look at where our democracy is. Today, Ghana is a laughing stock.
So that was a member of parliament belonging to the minority on the day they decided to walk to the police headquarters to protest their displeasure of what happened at Ayawaso. He's ABA Fuseni. Now, so subsequently, the Commission of Inquiry was formed to look into the matter. Let me take you through the terms of reference of the commission. Now, the acting president of the Republic, Vice President Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, has, with the consent of the President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, set up a commission of inquiry into events of violence which occurred during the by-election held in Ayawaso West Wuogon constituency on the 31st of January 2019. Now, it's composed of Mr. Justice Emil Short, chairperson, Mrs. Henrietta Mensah Ponsu, member, Mr. Patrick K. Echampong, member, and Mr. Ernest Kofi Apochi, former Dean of Faculty of Law, GIMPA, and private legal practitioner, has been appointed as secretary to the commission. Now, the terms of reference are: A, to make full, faithful, and impartial inquiry into the circumstances of and establish the facts leading to the events and associated with the violence during the Ayawaso West Wuogon by-elections on the 31st of January 2019. B, to identify any person responsible for or who has been involved in the events associated with violence and injuries, to inquire into any matter which the Commission considers incidental or reasonably related to the causes of the event and the associated violence and injuries, and D, to submit within 1 month its report to the President, giving reasons for its findings and recommendations, including appropriate sanctions, if any. Now, let's also listen to the Vice President when he swore in the Commission of Inquiry last week.
Necessary arrangements and logistics will be provided to make sure that your work proceeds impartially and without any inhibitions. So I congratulate you and wish you the very best as you will get cooperation, as you know, from all the institutions that are relevant. Really historic, if you look at it from what chairperson to the commission has said. You know, we've had incidents of violence at by-elections, whether you're talking about Talensi, Chereponi, Etiwa, but I think this is the first time any government has set up a commission of inquiry to get to the bottom of it. So I think it's historic, and it shows a difference in looking out for transparency. and to be able to deal with this issue fundamentally, so that it's for the future, it bodes well for our country as a whole.
Chairman of the Commission, Justice Emil Short, in a response after the swearing-in, promised the Commission will carry out its mandate with diligence.
Your Excellency, on behalf of the members of the Commission and the Executive Secretary, we would like to express our appreciation and gratitude to His Excellency, the President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and to you for giving us this opportunity to serve the nation. We consider this to be an extremely important assignment in the national interest. I would also like to express my appreciation to the words of confidence that you have expressed in us, particularly your statement that we have been selected because we are considered to be men and women of integrity. I would like to assure all and sundry that we shall carry out our mandate transparently, objectively, and in a fair manner. And we would like to urge all and sundry to give us all the support that we would need so that we can find credible and lasting solutions to the phenomenon of electoral violence and vigilante groups. We think that it is important not just to look at the symptoms, but to identify the underlying causes of these two problems. And therefore, we would like to urge all stakeholders, particularly the political parties, civil society, and all well-meaning Ghanaians, to lend their support to the work of the Commission.
My colleague Joseph Akablay joins us live from the Osu Castle, that's the venue of the Commission's sitting, with what to expect on the first day. Joseph, what have you gathered so far?
Well, Ben, so I'm joining you live from the Osu Castle, like you rightly indicated, and we are expecting the hearing for the Commission of Inquiry into the disturbances that took place at Ayawaso West Wuogon to start in some few minutes' time. I spotted the Secretary of the Commission when I came in some few minutes ago. They are still making sure that everything is in place in terms of the conference room itself and what to expect, because you know that one issue that has come up has to do with the nature of evidence that will be presented before the Commission. At least we have a bit of indication based on the setup we've seen. There is a projector here, and we know that a lot of the issues that have surrounded this particular disturbance has to do with audiovisual evidence of the violence that took place, the brutality that took place. So with the setup in place, the expectation is that some of the witnesses that will be showing up will certainly be tendering in some form of evidence to show what happened on the day of the by-election. So that setup is on my right-hand side. You can see in your shot. A bit of information also coming in is that it's likely the Interior Minister will be the first witness to testify before the Commission, and he is seated on my left-hand side. He is the only individual I've spotted so far in terms of those we understand may be possible witnesses who will be testifying before the Commission. So the final touches have been put together. We are expecting that at least within the next 10 to 15 minutes, the hearing will start. Benis.
And the advertised time for this event was 10 a.m. Joseph, do we know why there's been a delay?
Not at all. We don't have any official information in that regard. But what we are setting off is that the individuals who matter in this matters, in the Commission members who are supposed to participate and lead this entire process are within the premises of the Osu Castle, and they are ready to commence. So once we get a green light, we obviously make the feed available for our viewers across the country to have a sense of what is taking place here at Osu Castle.
Thank you very much, Joseph Akablay there. And well, Justice Sremsai is a private legal practitioner. He's joined me via the phone for a conversation on the work of this commission. Good morning, sir. Thank you for joining us. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, Justice Ramsai. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning.
Good morning. Now, before the commission even begins its work, we understand that you have some reservations about their findings and how they may handle the findings. Share your thoughts with us.
Let me just correct. I do not have any reservation per se.
Okay.
I just wish to put certain things across so that the public will know.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think the first thing we need to look at is what will be the result. You know, what outcomes will we get for all this? So to answer this question, the first thing we need to do probably is to look at what the Constitution says commissions of inquiry should do. And this particular purpose of the commission is also stated in this particular commission's terms of reference, which is that the Commission of Inquiry should make a full, faithful, and impartial inquiry into the circumstances of the Ayawaso West Wuogon by-election, which was held on 31st January 2019. Now, I just read the terms of reference for the commission, the first one. So, if you look at it, there are three key words. The full, first one is full, the second one is faithful, and the third one is impartial. Now, full means that everything which is material to the problem should be found, to be disclosed by the commission at the end of the day. Faithful also means that it should do so without allegiance to other parochial interests, but purely to the public interest of the matter. And also impartial means that all the parties involved in the problem should be heard, should be given a hearing, and that the hearing that they should be given should be fair and also, full. Now, from this perspective, we can conclude that all the parties involved in the inquiry should be heard. Now, yesterday we were told that the NDC has decided not to cooperate with the commission, or in other words, not subject itself to the commission proceedings. What this means is that the fullness of the hearing and the impartiality of the hearing would be in a way affected. No one can dispute that the NDC, is one of the major stakeholders in the election, and no one can also dispute that most of the persons who were affected by the violence were members of the NDC. Now, we can look at these issues from two perspectives: the individuals who were hurt as individuals and also as members of the NDC. Now, we do not know the extent to which NDC is going to refuse to cooperate. Would it be the case that they will not allow their members to appear before the commission, or only when the NDC as a political party?
Justice Ramsai, sorry, I'd have to ask you to pause there a bit because the chairman of the commission is speaking out.